Welcome back. Satisfactory. I am so glad you're here. We're in the midst of adding. So our motor factory is here, supported by a rotor factory and stator factory. This is a copper wire factory. But I think we need more steel pipes. So we're gonna set up a quick blueprint for a halfway decent sized smeltery. Now we could go refinery. We do have the pure version of this, but I don't want to do that right now. So we're gonna do a smeltery. Sometimes it's just that easy. Gonna give ourselves a nice little baseline. I've been trying to keep to the basic principle that smelting should happen outdoors. Obviously, smoke isn't a thing. It doesn't really impact the game, but except for clipping and things like that. So we'll just make it so the smeltering activities are outdoor activities. Just a tad bit of deco. Okay, beautiful. And then I want to run 2 lines, or at least have the option to run 2 lines. The simplest way to do that is to have an industrial storage container on this side. We'll smelt from this line into here and then output over there. I'm trying to think, how would we get some auto connect going here? Maybe if I use some logistics. Why are you changing direction on me? Thank you. And then on this side, just give ourselves a little bit of information just so the game knows what we're trying to do. Now, how many smelters can we fit on one 5x5? I'd like to go 6. That's kind of the middle, but not really. The other way to do it would be to put one of these right in the middle and then delete it. And then we'll have to get real close. somehow I switched to a Mark 1 belt, which I don't want to do. It's actually going a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. I mean, technically it would be nice if it could go here. Let's see if we can move that back. I like where this is headed. You know, I knew for a fact that I didn't want that facing that way. And then let's hope that if we do the same up here, I'm gonna have to nudge this. In any scenario where we're putting together just a few too many iron ore in here at the same time, it should work as a splitter for us. What I'm trying to do is get the auto connect to kick in by showing belts on both sides of that. We'll see. And iron ingot, please. It's a 30 to 30. So 2 belts in, 2 belts out situation. We'll put a little deco on the actual. And what I really was going to do is put an organizational sign on here so we know that this should be iron ore. One of the more obvious. But who knows what kind of crazy stuff might happen between now and there. Right. You know I want to do this, but I probably shouldn't. I think I will send it down the same way. We'll go down, turn, and then sort of head back. Looks kind of cool. I think just collecting it is enough. Though, why not? We put this right in the middle.
I don't know. Have a good day.
Actually, let's save this while we're thinking about it. Get the iron ingot icon. So I kind of want it to favor one level or the other. Again, just trying to get my auto complete to help me out. You always merge your merchandise. That was a misclick waiting to happen. Wait a minute. That's not actually on the belt. Let me delete this just to make sure that we're on the belt. Then we'll put that back. Alright, all iron ingots are in place. Now we gotta get some power going. I like to keep the outer power connections to 2 or less, just so we can connect this one to that one. And this one has 1 of 4 connections. Okay. That's all set. You know, there is one little thing I'd love to do. Smart split this up to the higher level. We'll drop this just to be super sure. That doesn't sound like it's connecting. Let me do that a different way. We'll build it on top. That way it should. Now, that is connected. Of course, that's going to eliminate... Wait, no, we could still maybe get the auto connect. Right there. And then we're going to say on this smart splitter, left is any. And then push comes to shove, overflow to the top level. So that way the bottom level is always available for fresh smeltery. I think that's about right. Oh, I should probably set this first. Kind of feeling a good old-fashioned fix-it orange today for whatever reason. Obviously on this side, we're going to have the iron ingot. Post-processing complete. tighten up our little minor decoration here. Not earth-shattering, but it adds a little glow at night. You know, technically, this is going to be connected on the edge, so I could probably put one on this side as well. Bound to miss one. I'm going to clean up these presents. It's possible that I need to actually do this. Of course, we're running out of time. It is Tuesday after all. Excuse me. My original thought was to just hook this in kind of right over here. Well, that guy's dropping off 908 pipes. It's not all the pipes in the world, but it's a decent amount. I see coal. I see copper. Oh. There's actually not a lot of iron in that direction. I'd be building a bridge to not exactly nowhere, but not exactly to a huge amount of iron. It is coal. Is there really only one iron node out here? Yes. The answer is yes. It's pure. That might make it worth it, actually. pure and an impure. I suppose I could still proceed with my plan. Just a tiny bit of nudgery. Now we got to figure out the power situation. Uh-oh. Don't have enough quartz crystal to put all this together. Now I'm kind of wishing I went with the refinery side, because this isn't going to... I've one pure and one impure. I don't think it's going to be enough. Ugh, we don't even have a good chunk of shards on us. That's the real problem. I haven't gone collecting the power shards in a long time. I've been leaving the blue ones. Maybe I'm not in such a rich mood, such a rich frame of mind where I can leave. Where I can leave power slugs behind because they're not enough. You know, I was like, we'll just do purple and yellow and leave the blue ones. Looks like I can connect this on either side, so I'll just connect it on this side. This might be too high for this to be a miner. Yeah. Oh, no. It works. Do I have what it takes to make a 3? No. It's those fused frames that are killing us.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Who are you kidding? We both know I'm never getting promoted. There we go. Just as bad as I thought. 0 power shard. Well, let's put a nice, trying to make things a little nicer. The default heights are not very friendly. That actually works. $120. That's not even a full 2 belt. Obviously, the pure node can only do a full belt at maximum. We still have a few of these we need to build. Let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 more sky bridges. Let's say 6. There it is. We need some plain old plates, huh? This wrapping paper is very extravagant. Probably easier to just run build this. Oh, not getting the snap point. I think we'll keep going. I was gonna stop, but I think it makes sense just to power through till we find a nice flat area where we can actually do this build. Which I do think is in this area. Not exactly flat, but it is an area. I can confirm this is working because we're still using our hover pack. It's possible I could just build it right here. Is there really no more iron out here? Yes. Unfortunate. Slightly thinner foundation, maybe? I'm like, well, if you're not gonna work, then you might as well just totally not work. Okay, guy. Sometimes it's better just to put it on the fall pane. Just agree not to see the slight bend. Did I put this on the same level as the other one? I did not. Something's working out. Okay. Uh-oh. We're short on quartz crystals again. Maybe I should take... Yeah, I think I should build it out this way. Well, we should probably figure out... Let's see here. 780 divided by 30 is 26. Divided by 26 divided by 6. So we only need 4 of those? For 2 lines? Let me check that, because that seems a bit easy mode. Iron ingot. Yeah, it's 1-to-1, so if the belt speed is 780, that means we need 26 of those. If each implementation is 6 units, that means we need 4 of those. 4.3. So you'd make 5, so you'd make 6. Alright. Zero steel pipes. That's not great. There's actually a halfway decent amount of copper. But copper's not what I'm going for right now, unfortunately. Let me put a quote-unquote temporary construction holding area over here. And we'll dump some stuff that we know we don't need a lot of. Like rubber and plastic and gifts. Maybe computers and that stuff. Sort that back down. Definitely don't need those right now. Quick wire, that can go. I'd like to think we could upload... Oh, jeez. I'd like to think we could upload this one. Maybe we could actually get rid of that as well. No. Alright. Well, let's get that out of there, because we definitely don't want to deal with that. I was tempted to try to catch a ride on a drone, but those rides never work out. I guess this is also an opportunity to check in on our original pipe production. And why am I going over here for quartz crystals? We're not going to get any quartz crystals from over here. Oh yeah, we do. We do have that one. Quartz platform. Of course, the way this has been running lately, it's possible that it's all in use. Yeah, we need to make cooling systems next. Cooling systems would give us access to a couple of things that we could make good use of. Yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of. All the quartz crystal is being used. I can't believe I didn't save any. I mean, I'm not here for these things, but if I can check them off my list, I might as well. Alas, no quartz crystal. I guess we'll give the quartz crystal side a bit of a boost. Though it looks like both sides are actually running a bit. It's just that this one has been a little more efficient in saving. Aluminum sheets and iron plates. Surely there's aluminum sheets lying around over here. I refuse to believe I don't have any aluminum sheets. And I'm kind of curious how many coupons I have left. 41's a halfway decent amount. Well, we're technically not using aluminum sheets in the production of anything over here, so if there are aluminum sheets, they're not located in the computer complex. How is our power looking? We're still storing. You know, while I'm over here, this is the factory that has all of the plates, but we also have a little mini version of that over here. I'm going to grab these so we can be in a position to check the hub. Now, I really don't care about trains. That's the problem. I might have to complete phase 4 to get anything of particular interest. I mean, we're gliding nicely. Just don't think we're gonna make it. So we'll take a stopover. Ow. We built a heat sink factory just so we could have some heat sinks and so we could start using some of our aluminum. Oop. That was almost a cool landing. Almost. Okay, now we'll put together a little heat sink storage buffer super extravaganza. Five more industrial storage containers is probably enough. Of course, we've spent so many of our pipes that now we need more pipes. Technically, we probably have pipes on site. Or near site. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. We've got it. Uh-oh. I guess technically I should have known that the pipes are the things that we are actually in desperate need of. But if we go lower on the list, we should find machines that are doing well. We're pushing it time-wise, but I think we could probably go ahead and finish this if we can find a halfway decent snap point. Yeah, it doesn't like... It really doesn't like the fact that part of this is a blueprint and part of it is not. Let's see how far it'll let us nudge. Nope. Okay. This is kind of a platformy area right here. Yeah, we're gonna no doubt need some extension on this. And now we just connect these guys. I think they are both at the wrong height. Okay, no, that one's fine. It's just this one's gonna have to go down. Ooh, I like the curve. We'll connect that one with the curve. Actually, let's connect them both with the curve. Now we gotta power one of these. We might have to do a little something to get around that guy. Well, it's trying to auto-connect. Actually, that worked out real nice. There's at least one Mercer sphere over there we should probably get. Is this really a full belt worth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 times 30. Yeah, it's gonna get there rather rapidly. Let me go around this. Oh, now I feel obligated since you threatened me like that.
Live, laugh, consume.
We might be able to find a space between these rocks that would allow for it to be reasonably clipped. Either way, we do need to find a way to come back. Push comes to absolute shove, we could come back on this side. But we've already done more than we had planned in this episode, so let's call it there. Next time, I'm pretty sure I've got the steel pipe alternate. Yeah, so we can burn this down. 100 per minute. We only need 7 of those to get a full belt worth. 8, really. But that's why we have this set up for 2 belts worth. But even that's only 16. That really doesn't justify a full tower. We could probably do another open air version of this around here. Where do we get a dismantle crate? We'll find this dismantle crate and we'll call it. Aha. Okay, let's call it there. I think it's relatively easy to connect this to the ground. You know what? Let's call it. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to do the whole thing here in a second. We'll see you next time.